Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. As you can see, I am break even at the moment. I've only taken like maybe four trades, win or loss, and 2 break evens. I'm glad I didn't take that. Yeah, so 4 trades so far, win, loss, break even. The loss, I'm pretty sure by the time I finish my back test, which I only have like one more day to finish the back test, I'm pretty sure that particular pattern I'm going to get rid of. Pretty sure. So, not too worried about it really. Then I did realize that one of those trades that I think it was the one trade that I lost on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe it was Thursday. No, I think it had to be Wednesday. Where it pushed off of a support level. I just looking at my cheat sheet, writing some extra stuff down because I haven't finalized things. I realized I definitely was not supposed to take that trade. So all good. I'm almost done. I'll probably finish it today. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll probably finish the back test like right after I get off the stream. That way I can actually have my weekend to myself. Plus I have to help do some things for my grandma later on this evening. So yeah, I kind of just want to get it done and over with. So yeah. We'll see though. Hopefully I can just finish it. That would make me happy. Let's see. Also, I need to go through and I had to figure that out. Got to figure that out. Is there? Okay, it is. Need to make sure. Is the prior high there? It is. Okay. I'm gonna draw my own line because it's hiding behind that major resistance level. And I don't want to forget it's there. Lock it. It's probably gonna cause some freezing. I did also have one trade this morning that went to my break-even level before I was able to get an entry, and it was because the lag was a little too high today, so it was kind of to be expected. I didn't take this sell even though I could have, but I would have just broken even anyway because there was no zigzag attached until like the fourth bar, the third or fourth bar. I think it was the fourth. So I would have had to break even anyway. Oh shoot. I was looking at that sell at first, but yeah, I can't get into that one. And I would have had to break even. And 258. .03. That was trash. I didn't get filled again. That's 2 times that I missed out on wins today because of that. My entries were just... That's the one thing that kind of sucks about Rinkos sometimes, is that your entries can be so precise that you just don't get the entry at all. It would help if my pending order, because I put my pending order basically on the close, like at the close of the first bar, the pending order goes 1 tick out, which is basically the equivalent of the close of the next bar, but it doesn't put it there until the bar closes. So like the close of this reversal bar and the first one right after it, the closes were the exact same. So like down to the millisecond, it's the exact same time. So because of that, I don't get filled. Now, if this was able to place the pending order prior to the close of the bar, I would be good. But it doesn't do that. So there's just going to be times where I just don't get filled, and that's okay. Because it's better for me to do it that way than for me to, like, all right, let's say I'm waiting for this entry to, place a pending right above the close of this bar. Then I have to attach it to the indicator because I always want it to be, one tick above it. It's really too much considering all that it takes for me to be able to enter these. So, and I have to be really, really fast. I'm still not all the way sure how I feel about taking trades off of the support and resistance levels, but I'm in the trade. We'll stay in. See what happens. But I kind of feel like because price doesn't go there that often, to just not trade there. Yeah. Because I feel like because of, it's like price only rejected there because of the resistance level. So even though the pattern that I'm looking for with volume is there, I just don't know. I just don't think I want to trade with support or resistance. Not the major levels, maybe the regular ones, but not the major ones. Because yeah, it's good that price is rejecting there, but if the pattern that I'm looking for is only happening because it's rejecting there, I don't think I want to trade it. At least for now. Trying to see. Probably at least for my deeper pullbacks, maybe. I don't know. But like I said, I might be willing to just not trade there at all. There's really nothing I could do while price is right there at the moment, so I'm gonna look at something. At least not for the divergence trades, maybe. So it's just divergence at my major level. I don't know. It's something that I'll have to just look at long term, probably. Because of everything, that's like the only thing I wasn't that fond of. I was actually hoping that since the prior high was there, that it would give it enough steam to go, but it didn't. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm okay to trade at the resistance levels with like my regular trades that are, going in the direction of the trend, or the ones that start a brand new one. We'll see. I just gotta finish my back test. It looks crazy. You know what? I can't see the chat. Good morning, Rio. I thought it looked weird. Hold on one second. I'm really not sure why it's not showing me the chat on my screen. But give me 1 second. That's so weird. Alright, so the zigzag changed, but alright. Hello. Flatten everything? Okay. Jesus. Yeah, this is really weird. I can't see the chat on my screen over here. Let's see if is it still showing that I'm in a trade? Oh, no. That's just because the live is lagging. Docs. YouTube live. Alright. Let me see if I can fix it. I thought I was tripping at first, but I guess I wasn't. Hold on 1 second, Ria. I'm trying to fix it. What? That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, chat. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, it wasn't showing it to me at first. Alright, how the hell do I dock this thing? Oh no, I don't want to dock it there. I knew my screen looked weird. Okay, but now... Alright, I did see your message saying that you held a little bit longer. I'm proud of you. Just remember, don't get too caught up with it. You don't have to get every single tick of every single move. And I still... It's still not... I don't understand. It's not showing the way it's supposed to, but I can at least see now. I knew my screen looked weird. I could get into this buy, but you know what? I will. But I'm gonna have to break even when... Or do I want to? I'm not going to. I have to break even at that VWAP level, and it's only a point away. So I'm gonna leave it alone. And I have to figure out why that's not docking properly. My major levels here, so if this goes up, it's just going to be kind of like rotating over it, which is not a problem. But excuse me, with this particular trade, I'll have to break even if there's indecision right away, if seller pressure comes in, and also once it hits this middle VWAP level. So there's like 3 different reasons I would break even. So I just don't even want to get into it. the VWAP was like further away, I would go ahead and just do it, but it's a point away from the close of the bar and 3 ticks away from where my actual entry will be. So, all right, an indecision just came in just now. So let's see if it would at least get back to the break-even level. It should. It should have enough steam too, but it might not. Nope. See? You see. And actually, that might be a thing. Excuse me. That might be, that loss right there might be a pattern that I would look for to not get into, because in my back test so far, that pattern didn't even show up one time, but all the other ones did, and they all won or broke even. So, something to think about. All right, we got a 1 bar pullback here. However, the zigzag is not attached to it. It's attached to the high of that swing right there. We're pushing back into the overnight range here, which was about 37 points. Rio, what times do you trade? What time do you stop, and what time do you start and stop? I almost said it backwards. Like, what? I think I remember. Yeah. All right, we push back out of the range, so let's see if we actually stay out of it. Is my headphones not on? Pre-market, most times I trade all day to learn market structure. Makes sense. It's the best way to do it. Even though the way the market moves, you know, pre-market, overnight, New York, it might move a little bit different, but for the most part, structure is still structure. It might react to the structure different depending on which market you choose to trade, but still the same. The only reason I don't trade pre-market anymore, because I used to start at 7 o'clock in the morning. I did that like sometime last year, just because I'm not a morning person. Like my whole nursing career, I worked the 7 p to 7 a shift. I'm a natural night owl. I was like that since I was a kid. I'm a gamer on top of that. So like last night, I actually went to sleep at a decent time, like probably 1:30, which might not sound like a decent time to some people, but it is for me. And I don't even remember hearing my alarm this morning. I think I got too much. Like, I'm used to going to sleep around like 2 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 8, which I'm usually good, but like on the weekends is when it kind of catches up to me, and that's when I'll sleep a little bit longer. But typically if I get more than like 6, maybe 7 hours of sleep, I'm just too tired. And I took a pretty long nap during the day. So the long nap plus going to sleep a little earlier than normal, I just was so tired this morning. I'm assuming that I hit the snooze button the first time my alarm went off, but I don't remember, because when I like was conscious of the alarm going off and I was about to hit the snooze button, I was like, wait, it's already 8:16 or something like that. I said, oh shoot, I gotta get up. So pre-market would not work for me. And the only reason, I mean, maybe after I complete my back test, I'll see that like trading after 11 o'clock, later into the session still works for me. However, I just don't want to be on the charts all day. Like, if I could make 6 figures a year trading 12 and a half hours a week, I'll do that. I'll just do that, because I feel like you can always just leverage with more contracts versus having to be on the charts longer. Now, some people like being on the charts longer. Like one of the streamers that I watch, he was like, that people ask him, why are you on the charts all day? Like, how come you're like not like other people who just want to make their money and go? And he was like, well, most people say that they do that because they want to go live their life and go do the things they want to do, but this is what I want to do. I want to trade. I'm like, you know what? More power to you. Because I want to trade too, but not all day. Not all day, because I feel like if I can be done at 11, record my update video, have it edited and uploaded, and by 12:30, like the rest of my day is free. Yes. Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to buy our time back from a 40-hour work week. Now, trading 40 hours a week, you can make way more money than you can at a job, yeah. But I'm not really buying my time back if I'm spending the same exact amount of time on the charts as I would at a job. That's counterproductive to me, but I understand why some people do it. Of course, in the beginning, when you're trying to learn structure, you're trying to develop your strategy, things like that, of course, that makes sense. But once you're where you want to be, it's kind of up to you whether you truly want to like continue trading for so long. I just know I can't do it. I can't. But to each their own. I do want to check on one of the streamers that I watch. He's like within $400 on quite a few accounts, or 500 of like maybe 10 accounts, I think, of reaching the payout threshold, which will be his first payout. So that's pretty exciting. He decided to switch to focusing on scalping recently, and he's been doing pretty good since. And I understand that scalping's not for everybody, but it's pretty cool once you can figure out how you want to do it. It's not the easiest thing to do by any means. Especially if you could figure out how to scalp with a mini, get in and out, make your $200 for the day and go. $200 to $500. It's golden. I really have to figure out how to dock this thing, because that's gonna upset me that it won't let me put it. Oh, that was bad. I didn't mean to do that. That's so weird. Gotta figure that out. Let's see. OBS, YouTube live, chat, doc. Should work when you open YouTube in a browser source, then right click, interact, log in. I've done that part. Night shift is rough. You know what? If you're not a night person, absolutely. But I'm a night owl, so you know, whenever I had to start a new job, and of course all of your what is it? I'm so far removed. Like when you go through the first couple of weeks, orientation. When I had to go through orientation and be there at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning and be there all day, I would be livid. It is the roughest thing ever. It is so bad for me. Like, I just cannot at all. But night shift, baby, that is my thing. That is my thing. All right, he's doing the dock some totally different. Yeah, why won't it let me dock it like that? Oh, he put it like, got it. Like, why? I can't do that. Alright, I wonder if this is going to, yeah, so that would have broken even, which is what I thought. I thought this thing was gonna make me mad, but let's see. All right, we pushed off there. So, 290. I wanted to get into that sale. It was going to break even anyway, which is cool. The only reason I didn't get into it is because the previous bar, reversal bar right here, you can see it bounced off of the overnight high. So normally I prefer to buy going back to the overnight high and sell going back to the overnight low, which sounds crazy. but only with that particular range, not like the regular prior high, prior low, just the overnight one. I have to see when I finish my back testing though if I still feel the same way. So like I said, that one would have broken even no matter what. $290. There's indecision here or break even. Hello. All right, let me make sure I don't have any other orders open. I don't. All right. So buyer pressure came in, so I broke even, which was the right thing to do. The biggest thing is this was a trend change for me. On my minor trend, it changed from an uptrend right here. It changed from an uptrend to a downtrend. So kind of like I explained before, if this was truly a trend change, my overall bias has been a sell for a while. But if it was a true trend change, and the trend was strong enough, buyer pressure shouldn't have came in. Now this looks like it would have been a full win, which is fine, but it's not about what would happen with that one trade. It's about what would happen over the course of 100 times when this sets up this way. What probably helped to keep it was the wick off of the VWAP. It looked like it was a strong enough push off of the VWAP for it to make sense. Someone's messaging me on Discord. I'll have to wait. But yeah, so we just rejected off of the prior open and prior close and current open. Hello, the CEO. Brand new to trading. Don't mind me. Just trying to learn my patterns right now while my screen look totally different from everyone else's graphs. Yes, CEO. Like Rio said, I trade with Rinkos and not regular bars, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to stream on YouTube, because I don't think there's any live streamers who use Rinkos, and there's not a lot of content out there regarding Rinko strategies, how to trade with Rinkos and things like that. Even though I don't particularly talk about my strategy and what I look for, it's mainly because I'm still developing my strategy. But at some point I will start making a little bit of content regarding Rinkos. I'm not going to give my full-blown strategy away, but I will start making content just kind of telling people the basics of kind of what to look for with Rinkos. But essentially, Rinkos can kind of remind you of like Heikin-Ashi charts a little bit, and what I mean by that is with Heikin-Ashi attempts to take regular time-based candles, whether it's a 5-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 30-second charts, whatever. It takes your regular time-based chart and attempts to filter the noise by only, like if you're still in an uptrend, it's only going to paint the candles green, even though you might have some red candles in there. Rinkos is my preference because it's pure price action. So the bars are only closing because price moved there versus it's closing because it's the end of a 5-minute segment. If that makes sense. So it's a lot different than what you'll see with anyone. I guess tick-based charts are kind of price action, but to me, tick-based charts are a mix between price action and still time. And the only reason why I say that is because even though it's not based on, the end of a 5-minute segment, the end of a 1-hour segment, you're still basing it off of like how many ticks you're looking for. So yeah, it's price action, but yeah, I feel like pure price action is Renko charts, personally. I have another question regarding the different prices between my friends and key prices because we have 10 to 20 points difference. You guys are probably on Trading and someone is on delayed data. Are you all using Trading or Rhythmic? Guarantee is Trading, and one of them is on delayed data and don't know it. But yeah, so basically with my Renko charts, a reversal candle from the lowest or highest point, it takes 10 points to close a reversal bar because my brick size from open to close is 20 ticks or 5 points. And then once that reversal bar closes, every bar that closes in that same direction is 1 tick. So there's different settings you can use for Renkos, just like you can choose with your time-based chart what time frame you want each candle to close at. You could do the same thing with Renkos. Let's see, do I want to get, I kind of want to, hold on, where is, okay, it's all the way up there. What did I, okay. Yeah, so you can choose your Renko size based on how you want to see the market move. All right, so seller pressure came in. I'm gonna chance this by staying in because yeah, we'll see if I need to. So I should, no, I'm gonna keep staying in it even when the opposite pressure comes in, because that what just happened shouldn't happen too often. So if I lose every now and then because I'm not holding it, I'm cool with that. So like if out of 10 trades that this happens, let's say 4 lose but 6 win, I would rather do that than break even on every single one, because I'll still come out with more money if I stay in and just lose those few. So for now, I'm cool with just sticking to it. But yeah, you determine your Renko size and threshold based on how you want to see how smooth you want the market to look. So with something like the Nasdaq, because the Nasdaq is so much more volatile than other markets, you of course, and look at that, I get stopped out and then it just goes exactly where I want it to go. You would want your brick size to be a lot bigger on a Nasdaq chart than you would on like an ES chart, because a 10-point reversal move on the ES is a lot because the ES is not very volatile. I would only use a 20 tick chart on the Nasdaq. Everything else I would use an 8 or a 10 with a threshold of 1. So it takes some getting used to. So like this loss right here, it's kind of irritating, but it's not so bothersome because, I mean, yeah, I stayed in when seller pressure came in. However, at least I know I was going in the right direction and it didn't just reverse on me and continue going the complete opposite way. So I can live with that one. Let's see. 45. Yeah. Let's see what this pattern was though. You know what? Oh, well, no. Yeah. Normally, when I'm trading in between my levels, so my two levels on this trade were here, and normally when I'm trading inside, the volume patterns I'm looking for are a little bit different. Well, it was before, but so far in my backtest data, I need to trade the pattern the same exact way. Had I done that, I would have never actually gotten into that trade. So once I finish my backtest, I'll know for sure. And that's why I'm ready to just finish it, because I'll have it finished probably today. Let me see something. What's the name? It's kind of up in the air really for now. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Because let's see, that was a take profit. That was a take profit. That's a loss. Let me look at something. Yeah, I don't know. For now, I'll still enter that way. But normally when it's trading inside of my levels, it's still following the same patterns I'm looking for. So we'll see over time. I'm gonna starting Monday, I'm gonna start doing my Excel spreadsheet again, since I'll have like my rules set in place at that point, so that after every session I go ahead and I'll log all of my trades, of course in my physical journal. It's automatic in my online journal, and then I'll log it in my Excel sheet. And I just want to do that because over time I might notice that there's additional patterns that are causing me to lose a little bit more than I would like to. And I'll be able to quickly filter it in my Excel spreadsheet versus trying to go through my physical journal. So yeah, we'll see. But I just want to have like my basic rules kind of set going into Monday, which I should be able to. So So let's see. I've won 2, lost 3, broke even 3. This is almost like yesterday. If I get the next win, as long as I don't lose beforehand, I'll be where I was yesterday. $23.25. This closed on the current open right there. Oh, let me check. So that's an outside bar. It's the 10 o'clock shenanigans. It's a lot of volume, just came out of nowhere. Alright, so it looks like we're trying to push below the overnight range now. What was that? Oh, my knee. Why did he get into a buy right there? At this point, I'm convinced he just likes suffering. I didn't enter this 1 bar pullback because we're at the overnight low, so at this moment I don't take sales there. And I would have gotten stopped out just to literally push right on through. That just wasn't that. I don't understand why he does that. Alright. So I'm putting a circle on the 1 bar pullback because I'd like to highlight it to make sure that I know I can't take the first divergence going towards it or the next pullback. And it's basically just because because I'm so focused on volume-based trading, the volume for a 1 bar pullback is not consistent with the others. So I want to look at pulling up a 2-minute chart because I want to check something. Except I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why he would take buys there. What is... I think his sensitivity is 100. 20, 40. The crazy part is he had a perfect, his chart showed him that he should have sold, but he bought instead. And from where it first told him to sell, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. Price dropped like 150 points from where it told him to sell, but he bought instead. Alright, no divergence going back to that. So, I would have just broken even on that one. The zigzag didn't attach to the second bar, so there was indecision immediately. I would have gotten filled on the break even. I had a feeling it was gonna do that because we're so close to the new higher low, and I think that I'm gonna actually stop taking my 1-bar pullbacks that happen at the new higher low. I used to take them, but it seems like I think almost every time it's set up this week it lost, I think. So yeah, the drop just got me back break even. Well, down 100. What a day I've had. You know what though, down 100 is break even to me. Especially days like today. Today hasn't been too bad for me. I mean, the only loss I could probably say, like, knock on wood, because yesterday when I said I haven't gotten into any trades I'm not supposed to be in, then I got into one minutes later. But everything that I took, I was supposed to take. However, there's one of the losses, there's a pattern that I think I'm not going to trade anymore. We'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it kind of lines up with some of the other patterns that I look at where that particular pattern I cannot trade. I'm pretty sure it's going to line up with all the others. When I finish my back test today, I should know for sure. All right, so the next had a fat finger trade that I had to just get out red, and then a distraction from my neighbor, and found myself big red. Ooh, tell your neighbor, leave me alone between these hours. Please. You're messing up my money. All right, so my overall bias is a downtrend. My minor trend changed from a downtrend to an uptrend at that level and just rejected. So I can't take like counter trend buys, I guess you could say, right now because we're still below the level it changed. So it wasn't a strong enough move. I haven't had any distractions today, thank God. And then I found out yesterday that the kids should be going back to daycare pretty soon, my niece and nephew. And as much as I'm going to like not having distractions, I'm also sad. And my nephew, the 2-year-old, I told him yesterday, I said, uh-oh, it's time. You about to start going back to school. You ready to go back to school? He was like, no, I don't go to school. I go to TT house. I said, no, you have to go to school. So he's like, Sissy goes to school? And then he said his brother goes to school. He said, but I don't go to school. I said, you have to go to school to learn things. He said, no, I go to TT house. I was like, oh. But I correct up. My niece, she's ready to go back to school. She's ready to get friends again that are around her age, because basically it's just been her and her little brother. Her older brother is in school. But next year they're all going to be in big kid school. So I'm going to miss them. I'm going to love not having the extra distractions, but I'm going to miss them. And everybody said I was going to be the one who took it the hardest because they've been with me 2 to 3 days a week for months now. So, yeah. Going to miss my babies. And now, if I'm really tired, I could take my nap right after this stream is over. Oh, it's going to be so lovely. So lovely. If we reject off of this VWAP, we might push back down towards the new low. Let's see what happens. You're so close to 36K payout. Can't wait for that stream. Why is he talking? Probably a trade here soon. We have 45 minutes left. We're basically back inside of yesterday's bar. We traded outside of it for a little bit, but after we made that new session high, we've just been pushing down since. The biggest thing for me is my 25K account that got bombed on the first day of trading it, which was the first day of the week. It survived this week, which was what I was really afraid of. And technically, if I take away the tragedy that was Tuesday, even with me being down a little bit right now, I'm still up for the week. Not the week. I'm up for the week if you take away Tuesday, the day I was not supposed to trade, but I did not realize I wasn't supposed to trade, so we got the rejection off the VWAP. we're pushing back down towards the new session low, which we just created a new one. So this first reversal up and back down, I'm not interested in. I just want to see what happens after that. And yeah. Okay, or we can just push like a madman. That works too. Get them an early dismissal for ice cream when you start having those. I swear. It's so funny because I know my niece. So she, at her last school, and I'm pretty sure she'll do it with this one too. Whenever she doesn't want to go to school, she'll start pretend coughing and just do random stuff. And then she'll be like, I'm sick. I need to go to TT's house. Like, girl, you're not sick. Like, it was so many times where her teacher called her mom, like, oh, she's sick. And she's like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with her. She just wants to go to her TT house. And I told them, I was like, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Don't let my baby get in big girl school. And she texts me like, TT, I don't want to be here, because guess what? TT is going to go rescue her. Yes, she will. I'm technically supposed to be in this trade. I am. Uh-oh. And it's going to be a win. Watch. I didn't put the pending in because we just hit my major level, and right now I do break even there. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. If we're actually gonna reject there or if we're gonna push up. So yeah, I missed it, but in this moment it would have been a break even. So it pushed and kept going. So right after the close of the bar, seller pressure came in, but again, remember, I only get out of those for certain trades. This would not be one of them. So I would have held it to there. But yeah, I think in this moment I still want to break even when I get to the major level there. At least for now. I might not have to long term, but we'll see. Actually looking, I probably don't have to. At least not for those particular trades. But it's okay. We gotta finish the back test to know for sure. Indecision. If we can get a break even, I will be happy. All right. There's been a lot of indecision today, which kind of sucks, but whatevs. All right, so I want to see which trades are the ones where I need to break even at my major level. Actually, it doesn't look like any of them. Where did I get that from? Not interested in that buy. Let's see. Yeah, I actually don't think I have to. So I could have gotten into there. I could have really, and the crazy thing is, I had the ability, like when it pushed back down like this, I had the ability to put that pending order in. It would have taken profit in a few seconds. So now I know I don't have to break even there. So I would be back to almost completely break even. All right, so let me see. There was change. All right, I want to make sure I put that there so I know in the future. This trade would have been a break even as well because it hit the middle pivot level. All right, so you're back down for the week. You gave back all of last week's gains, but now these evals are priority because having 2 more would be way better to trade. So how many PAs do you have right now, and then how many evals are you working on? Trading 3 micros across 4 PAs. I'll make what I would trading 1 PA with 1 mini. Just will probably take the whole month for a payout. That's smart though, because some people, there's like 2 ways to look at being able to have multiple accounts. You either look at it as leverage from a standpoint of I'm trading the same number of contracts, whatever happens, happens. Either they're all doing well or they're all doing bad, which I don't have a problem with if your strategy shows that it's smart for you to do that. I understand why a lot of people kind of group 5 at a time or 10 at a time. Like I understand everybody's point of view when it comes to that. The other way that some people like to use the multiple accounts is like you said, where if on 1 PA I'm used to doing 1 mini, but I have 5 PAs, well, I'm just going to do 2 micros across each and I'm still going to get the 1 mini. Yeah, it might take you longer for a payout, but if you're consistently getting to that 1 payout a month, well, then it makes sense for you to do that. And of course, over time, as you're building the account, you can always increase your contract size. There's always the opportunity to do that. I know for me, at least starting out, let me not say I know because I don't know just yet. I might start out. It depends. So it depends on like the last few weeks before I get my first PA, like how things are turning out. Now, based on how I've been trading, I would want to group trade. However, my strategy is not set in stone. So I feel like once my strategy is more set in stone, after I finish my back test, I'm not doing so many adjustments. I still might have to make minor adjustments as time goes on because sometimes you don't have enough data for that one particular setup in your back test data. Like you might have 150 trades to filter through with one setup, but only 30 for another one. You get what I'm saying? So, but at least I'll pretty much have a pretty good idea of how I want to trade the accounts, right? So if I feel pretty confident with my strategy going into having my first PA, I probably will be okay with just copying all of them. Or I might group trade them, and after I get a couple payouts, then just copy trading all of them. Because for me, because I'm not risking my entire account for every trade like some people do, and because I'm very strict with my rules and everything, I'm okay if I lose all of my accounts at the same time because I'm copy trading all of them either I've gone crazy and I've gone on tilt, or as much as I thought my strategy was ready because I finally got to my PA and I finally felt confident with my rules and everything, it's just not ready yet. Like I told you guys, when I backtest, I've taken sample data from like every market condition you could possibly think of: low volatility, high volatility, low volume, high volume, different times of the year, like everything you could think of. And for the most part, besides the day after holidays, because we learned that this week, and I should have learned that last month when it happened last month, but you only need to show me twice. But besides, the day after holidays, and of course I don't trade on the holidays, my pattern should be consistent enough where I should feel pretty good and pretty confident with just copy trading all of them. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see over time. I don't know exactly how I'll leverage it, but in this moment I'm gonna leverage it as I'm taking the equal number of contracts across all of the accounts, and we'll see where it gets me. We'll see. So you have 2 PAs. Yesterday when I said it wanted 18K, I wanted to just let my trade run. That's where an end of day drawdown account would have benefited me. Yeah. There's pros and cons to each one, because like I know a lot of people like the end of day drawdown, but some of the prop firms, even when you get in PA and you're at the end of day drawdown, it stays that way even when you're in PA. Whereas at least with Apex, once you get past that trailing drawdown, it's basically a static drawdown. And now, if you have a $5,000 cushion, you could still lose $2,000 and still be okay. Whereas if you were with a company with end of day drawdown, if your end of day drawdown is 1,000, it's just 1,000 and it is what it is, So it's pros and cons. I understand why people like the end of day drawdown though, for sure. I know that I feel like I saw comments from Daryl Martin before about them looking into end of day drawdown. This was a while ago, so I don't know if maybe after they looked into it, it was not something they were interested in. I don't know, but I know I've seen him say something about looking into it. So who knows? Maybe it's something that'll come in the future. But I can tell you that if it's going to mess up their numbers as far as their bottom line, if it's going to mess it up so much that, they're not going to be able to be as profitable, because let's be honest, the trailing drawdown does screw people. Of course it does. But like I said before, if the rules and how things are with other props are that much better, they would have more success. So as much as it screws people, it's still cool, I guess, and it's probably, I feel like if the trailing drawdown stayed trailing in PAs, hell no. But since it does become static, cool. But yeah, if it messes up their bottom numbers too much, they're absolutely not going to be able to do it, because they're not going to be able to allow people to continue having 20 accounts, and they're not going to be able to afford to continue to pay out the way that they do. If the end of, because let's be honest, if a lot of people's problems is the trailing drawdown, and they switch from the trailing drawdown accounts to end of day drawdown accounts, then they're going to lose quite a bit of money from the people who fail because of the trailing drawdown. So I don't know if they'll ever actually do it or not. I guess we'll have to see. But I wouldn't be surprised if they never do it though, because it might not make sense for their bottom line. You think you should work on just getting both? Yeah. Especially if you if you have enough setups in a day or at least a week where, you could still take trades on your other accounts, then it makes sense. Or you might end up getting to the point where if you have Trade of 8 accounts with another firm, because I feel like you can have multiple Tradeovate accounts in NinjaTrader. I think, I'm not sure. I know Rhythmic you can't. You can only trade one Rhythmic connection at a time, but you can always, if you like the end of day drawdown and a copy trader would make sense for you, to be able to trade to another firm that has end of day drawdown, why not? I'm all about diversifying. But like I told my girlfriend, I don't plan to get accounts with any other props until I'm at 20 PAs. I don't think it would make sense until I am. Especially not in this moment where I'm still figuring things out. Where I want to see what was my account balances on Wednesday morning. 48.8. Oh yeah, so I am in profit minus Tuesday. Not a whole lot, but I think I'm down a little bit in the 22. Oh yeah, in the second 50K account, and that's because I had that extra loss on that particular account this week. So 17. $17.36. They said they was working on stock and options trading, but you'd have to put up a deposit, but that was about a year and a half ago. Yeah, there's so much that goes into some of that stuff, because I remember seeing something about that too. I wonder how, if you're having to put up money for it, like a deposit ahead of time, I'm wondering how beneficial it would be. Because I feel like when I was watching a streamer not too long ago, I think someone was asking about stock or option props, because he always talks about how he used to trade stocks. And I feel like he was saying that if there are any props out there that do it, it's like it doesn't make sense financially or something. But I can't fully remember, but I'm almost certain that's what he talked about. Let's see, we got 30 minutes left. We're at a support level right here. When is the last time I took a trade? 10:17. Oh, I don't even remember that. It's about 15 minutes ago. Okay. It was such a long time between the last trade and the previous one. Well, not really. I guess my trades were kind of spread evenly as far as the number of minutes between them, besides like the first 45 minutes. I was going to do trade the pool, but my uncle told me to do Apex. So it's trade the pool for, is that a futures prop or stock and options? Let's see, trade pool. Stock trading prop firm, more than 12,000 stocks and ETFs, including penny stocks. I never heard of them before. To become a funded trader, reach 2 times your max drawdown. Minimum trades 30. Risk no more than 30% of your daily loss per trade. "45 trading days. During them, you can day trade or hold your positions overnight and over the weekend, including pre and after market hours. 5 minutes before the end of the day, we will automatically adjust your positions to fit overnight exposure. We've got you covered. I like their website. It's pretty nice. That's funny. Let's see. They have a really nice website. So there's this one-time fees, kind of like Forex props. That's the one thing that I wasn't much of a fan of with Forex props was the trade-in periods. I think your uncle told you a good thing. I mean, mainly because you could just make money quicker. Headquarters is in Israel. They have a UK office. I actually really like their website though. It's really, really nice. And I like their colors too. Oh, 26. He's 350 away. Yeah. Yeah, once you start seeing, like, the one thing I hated about Forex props was the whole, like, two-step process. Do this for 30 days and then do this for 60 days. Like, yeah, if you could, at the end of the day, we're here to make money, and we're here to make money as fast as possible without being crazy with doing it. But that's the biggest thing. 1.2, 4. Let's see. I'm almost at the point of being comfortable taking the deeper pullbacks of my regular setups. Like, this is just a regular higher low, higher high, higher low situation. I stopped trading them because it's basically pullbacks to my mid-level that I took off of my charts. But I'm almost at the point of knowing how to trade it. I might spend a little bit of time back testing it this weekend just to like completely be sure. I know, like I said, I can't take divergence trades in the middle like that. But regular setups, I should be okay. Because it seems like as long as I just follow the regular patterns I'm looking for, then I'll be okay. So we'll see. We will see. All right, we got 20 minutes left. No, that's not the time for him to get into a long. Alright, I don't want to get into the next buy. I'm not worried about the overnight low being there, but I had a shift, a trend change, so not what I'm looking for that. Oh, I forgot. I need to text my bonus dad. Actually, I'm gonna just call him when I get off the stream because Did lose 2 PAs I thought were evals. Hello, are you crazy? And that's why I didn't want to take it. Seller pressure just came in. Oh my goodness. Trade of 8. It looks like one of you probably make sure. $9.50. So had I gotten into that trade, I would have broken even anyway, but I don't like taking that setup, but literally would have stopped me out to the tick before it continued up right there. I don't think it has enough steam to actually push through, but even though we have the VWAP here, I don't think we have enough to push in. Then you have to remember, because that's the overnight low, like it's technically trying to enter a range, enter a zone. So yeah. And I know I need to find trade of 8. No, not that. Wait, if you're using trade. If one of you is using trading view. Yep, I didn't have enough steam the first time. I don't take the double top, double bottom combos. Glad I didn't, because it would have came one tick from moving my stop loss to break even and taking off. And this is why I don't do it. This line right here is where my minor trend changed from this downtrend. It was only a downtrend. Like as soon as it changed to a downtrend, it immediately rejected. But it's where it changed from a downtrend to an uptrend. So we're kind of like stuck here a little bit, and it looks like we're pushing back in to it. So yeah, let's see what happens. We can push up and reverse back down again. I would be interested in that sell. So we'll see. We will see. Just send this off. Where did my Discord just disappear? Oh, what the heck? I know he's gonna ask me for the link. All right, 15 minutes. Depending on what this bar looks like when it pushes up, it'll let me know. Okay. Okay. Actually, what's that more than? Okay, we push up too far because I don't want to take a sell off of the overnight low, even though it could be seen as a resistance level when it's resisting the move to go back into the zone. I don't really feel comfortable trading it, so we'll sit out. I was hoping that it would reverse before it hit that, but we could just push up off of the VWAP and just continue up. Excuse me, I don't really see much happening in the next 15 minutes though, but let's see what happens. All right, sorry guys. They had a half off sale, almost about to pull the trigger, but then see, oh yeah, 80% with Apex is a no-brainer. Forget that half off. When you lose a PA, you don't even want people to say good morning to you. Trenches. What? For real. That's why I don't need the kids here. I don't need no distractions, because once I get to PA, if I have a bad day, don't talk to me. My granny likes to ask me, how did today go? That's all I'm gonna do if I lose a PA. Do it look like my morning is good? You are crazy. The market doesn't know what it wants to do at 18K. Yeah. I have a lot of crap just sitting here, so as soon as we like pushed up to here, I kind of figured it would start to consolidate a bit. I have Discord. Rio, I don't have a Discord channel like of my own, but I do have a Discord. I'm a mod in the Apex server. Buyer pressure came in with that one. And then it turned back. But yeah, I only use my Discord to mod that channel. It actually started off as my gaming Discord because I would play with people on PlayStation sometimes, and you know, that was the only way to chat between Xbox and PlayStation. And then I just got rid of it for that particular purpose and left it alone from there. Alright, so is this gonna be a 1 bar pullback, or what are we gonna do here? If it's a 1 bar pullback, I'm gonna take it. But if indecision or buyer pressure comes in, I'll get out. I think I want to do that with any 1 bar pullback trade, just because it's already not a strong move. It's just 1 bar that changed the dynamic of the trade. If it pushes up 1 extra bar, then I'll trade it a little bit different though, because we will be pushing back towards the double bottom, which, why isn't it showing the double bottom over there? That's weird. I wonder if no, I have it on 7 days. That's weird because I have it on the same number of days that I have it over here. I don't know. That is a, yeah, it's a 20 in one chart. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? hate when trades are setting up because I feel like I can't blink. Because I have to make sure when this bar closes that there is a zigzag attached to it no matter what. There's like, okay. Oh, I thought my charts were frozen. There's 1800 volume in this one candle. That's a lot. That makes me feel like it's gonna be indecision when the bar closes. But I got my hand on the break even button. I think there's more volume in this candle than any other candle today. Like every single candle so far since I've been on. It's like 2,400 now. I'm gonna close it because I feel like I didn't see it attached to the first bar. And I would have broken even right there at 96.50 anyway. So that's why I canceled it. Make sure. Alright, cool. Let's see. And the reason why I would have broken even at 96.50 is that that's when my minor trend changed from an uptrend to a downtrend. So because I'm in a sell, even though my minor trend is a buy at the time, that's why I will break even at the level that it changes, because sometimes it's just not going to continue, like that one didn't continue. But essentially when I'm getting into trades like where my overall bias is a buy, uptrend, minor trend is also an uptrend, but I'm getting into sales, typically I'm getting into the sale when I get in between the levels. So minors here, majors there. So I'm getting into the sale in between, and a lot of times it's because that if the trend is going to continue down, it's, you know, or change trends from an uptrend to a downtrend, even if it's temporarily, it's going to happen in between my levels. And it's always at the beginning of the trend, the new trend. So, however, because it is still technically counter trend, that's why I have to break even there. If it's a true start of a new trend, it's gonna blow through it, not resist there, push up, go back down, like. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna end up negative for the day, which I'm okay with. I mean, this is basically just negative one trade plus some commissions in there, because I risk 123.98, so 124 per trade. So just being minus that plus some extra commissions in there, I am satisfied. I honestly, from Wednesday to today, I'm extremely satisfied with the week. I'm not even going to harp on Tuesday because it's just something I didn't realize that I couldn't trade the day after a holiday. So more than satisfied, especially since I didn't complete my back test yet. So being able to basically be break even for the week, even though I didn't complete the back test, I am 100% happy with, because like I told you guys on Wednesday, the biggest reason why I even finally started the back test after not doing it for a whole month is because with me making minor adjustments on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis, you know, I took the rules that I had with my old Renko settings, and as time went on, I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't work for this Renko setting, or hey, what didn't used to work, now it works. Literally every week I've lost less money So with me only losing $300 last week per account, I was like, hold on. Let's just go ahead and complete this back test because maybe we can get even better. So if you subtract Tuesday, I'm actually positive a little bit for each week. I'm like only a little bit negative on the second 50K account. I think it's like maybe like $60 or something. I don't know. And like I said, that's because that that account, yeah, like 56 bucks. That account has an extra loss on it. But yeah, every week I've been feeling better about going into the following week. It just sucks that Tuesday was the day that it was because I felt really good coming into this week. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of like messed with my confidence a little bit when I had my moment that day. But then once I looked in my trade journal and I was like, girl, you had the same results last month, the day after MLK Day. I was like, you know what? We can't even be mad. We can't. It just is what it is, and it's okay. So with me seeing such progress from my P&L from last week to this week, going into next week, I feel good. I don't want to be overconfident because the market has a great way, and I'm saying that sarcastically, a great way of humbling you. But I feel good about it though. So I think after the stream, I'm going to record the update video. That'll come out at 2 o'clock. Finish my back test and relax for the rest of the day is what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll go ahead and analyze all the data probably tomorrow, maybe. I just want to like finish getting all, because I already analyzed the data when I was halfway through, just so I can like kind of know some of the changes that I needed to make going into Tuesday really, but Wednesday. So I'll just finish writing. I only have one more data back test. I'll go through, put all of that data in Excel, and depending on how I feel, I might just go ahead and analyze it right then and there just so I can have my whole weekend free. Or I might just go ahead and analyze on Saturday or Sunday, one of the two, and be ready for next week. It's not going to be completely final until I trade it that way for like a month though. So we'll see. After a month of trading with the newest rules, then I'll feel like, okay, once I no longer have to make adjustments. Who is that? Oh. Why send me a friend request? I know exactly who that is. All right, it's 2 minutes left. This is not going to do what I wanted to do. I would have looked for the next buy, but it doesn't look like we even want to pull back down. We might keep going. There's really nothing to resist it right now. Like, the next level is pretty much the overnight high, which is at 18,050 even. So might just keep on pushing. I'll sit here for the next minute and a half. I was gonna say hour and a half. No, next minute and a half to see, but I highly doubt. Highly doubt. in this shop. 86,000. Okay, he's up at $1,600. He brought that back. And it looks like he entered right when his indicator told him to. Maybe. No, he was a little late, but at least he's not trading against the indicator like he's been doing. It's gonna bring that account all the way back. I love to see it. Alright, so since this is over and done with, I'll show you guys the trail and drawdown since you're here. I think I'm gonna start doing that at the end of every live since you guys are here. Show you guys what we're ending at. All right, so this is where the accounts are ending the week. The 25K account is an account I literally started on Monday, and really it's just tragic because of Tuesday's session. Like I said, from Wednesday to today, I'm basically positive a little bit on each account except the second 50K account. Monday, another 25K account will be coming back, so that's cool. And honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with this week. I have no complaints. Even with today is basically my first losing day of the week because Wednesday I was positive, Thursday I was break even. I only lost like what $57 total from each account. That was just commissions. So to just be negative 140, satisfied. So my plans are to finish the back test for this weekend so that I can kind of fix what needs to be on my cheat sheet and probably hammer some of these new rules into my head over the weekend, because I want to get to the point, of course, where I don't really have to look at my cheat sheet. But for today, of course, I definitely had to, and I probably will for like the next month, because some rules are just so different than like when I first started putting this strategy together that I'm definitely gonna have to look at my cheat sheet for some of them. But yeah, I feel pretty good. I hope you guys had a good trading day and trading week. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to leave them on the video once it posts. And that's it for the week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will put up the daily trading update video at 2 o'clock. And aside from that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. Bye, guys. See you Monday.